Hi guys, it's SugarPlumSims here and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing another speed build and it's been a while. It's been like 3 weeks since my last upload, so I do apologise for that. I did kind of explain it on Twitter, but obviously I didn't explain it on YouTube, so to those of you who are my YouTube followers only and you don't follow my Twitter, the reason why I wasn't really uploading or playing The Sims or anything is because I've been a bit stressed with school, and I think a bit is kind of an understatement. Basically, I've just had to I've had quite a few new lessons and a lot more hours of school and stuff added recently because I'm doing my GCSEs exams next year, and for those of you who don't know, if you want to go to college, that's not university, that's just sixth form college, then you have to do well, fairly well on your exams for GCSE, and I've just been quite stressed because I have a lot of things I have to work on and I'm not that great at school, to be honest, you know. I wouldn't say I'm a dumb person, but I just some school subjects I don't thrive in really. But yeah, so this is actually also the first upload with cats and dogs, which to be honest, I'm a little bit shocked with myself. You know, I finally get a stuff pack, an expansion pack pretty much the day it comes out, the day after or something like that, and I managed to upload the video for it, how many weeks? 3 weeks afterwards it comes out, so yeah, it's a bit crazy, but it's okay, you know. I was just kind of experimenting with the new items, and I have actually built a couple houses. No, actually, I've built 1 or 2 houses in my own time, and I haven't recorded them with the cats and dogs stuff, but this is kind of the first house I think I've built recording it with cats and dogs, and I really love this house. Actually, I love how it turned out. It's quite neutral, and I think I named it IVORY MANOR. Actually, I don't think I know because it's literally the title of the build, and it's quite, I don't know, the shape of it is a bit different than what I usually do, and normally I don't do a front garden type thing, but I've done a side garden. Yeah, it's kind of a bit weird, but I do quite like it. The garden's quite pretty, and it is kind of French-esque, if that's the right term to use. Kind of, really. I think the French thing about it is the windows, and it's quite neutral, and I also think it's quite a feminine build, and there's quite a few sort of vintage type furniture in it, and yeah, I mean, you'll see as we get into the build, but I did actually have to cut out quite a few things. I had to cut out me choosing wallpaper on the outside, and I think just some of these little random bits here and there, because this build was quite long before I cut it. I think it was about 47 minutes long or something. That's sped up, and it took me 5.5 hours to build, so I did have to cut out quite a bit of footage because I don't think many people would want to watch a 50-minute build almost. So yeah, I spent ages cutting things out, and I tried to keep in the things that I think you guys would find the most interesting. I kept most of the exterior in because I feel like some people use that kind of to help them with building, and I also sort of cut out a few things where I was just spending ages making decisions, because I am terrible at that, let me just tell you. But actually the floor plan for this build turned out quite good, I think. It's quite spacious. I do quite I'm mumbling my words. Trust me, it's been a while since I've recorded a voiceover, so this is not going to be a great voiceover in any sense of the word great, but it should hopefully not be too bad. You know, I did literally start this voiceover twice before and messed up within the first couple of minutes, so yeah, this is the third time, but third time is quite a loose term because I didn't really do a full voiceover or anything before scrapping it, so yeah. We are straight onto the living room, as you can see, and the living room actually has like this double story type thing with windows, and I thought that was quite nice, except I don't know if I have a screenshot for it. I mean, I did take a screenshot, but I don't know if I kept it in or not. But yeah, I've also, like, these past couple of days have been quite exciting because my family and I went to IKEA on Saturday, and it was quite fun. Well, I say quite fun. It was quite fun within the first 20 minutes, and then after my legs started to hurt, it was not fun at all. If you've ever been to an IKEA, you know it's a full workout, like, maneuvering, hang on, what's the word I'm trying to say? Like, working your way through around the store because it's so huge, and, you know, there's these little arrow projections onto the floor to tell you which way to go, but knowing my family, we literally just kind of cut through places trying to get there quicker, because we knew exactly what we were going for. And it's actually the furniture I have got, because I did get some new furniture, which is really nice. And the furniture I have is basically, I think it's pretty much all of my Christmas present, plus I think a little extra, because my mum likes to treat my sisters and I all fairly, and apparently she spent more on my big sister's birthday than my little sister and my birthday. Wow, grandma's great. Like, I'm just mumbling over my words and I don't know how to speak, apparently. This is going great, but she didn't spend as much on me and my little sister as my older sister, apparently, on our birthday, so she wanted to treat us a little more fairly, so she brought my sister and I some extra furniture. And you know, honestly, I'm not that bothered about being treated fairly with my sisters and I, because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not really the materialistic type of person. You know, if I see something I like, I might save up for it, but I'm not really the type of person who wants something constantly. Honestly, I'm just chill with whatever, you know, it's cool with me. Wow, that was kind of cringy, not gonna lie. But I got a new bed, which is really nice, because before I was sleeping on a mattress, and now I actually have a bed frame, which is really nice. And it's just a single bed because that's the mattress I had before, and, you know, it would, like, double mattresses are really expensive. I don't really understand why mattresses are so expensive, because isn't it just a bit of spring and fabric? I really don't know. I am no mattress expert. But yeah, I got a new bed, which I'm really excited about, and I think I got like a small bookshelf. It was like the cheapest one I could find, because all of my like school books and stuff are pretty much just on the floor constantly, and it was kind of bugging me. Well, I think it was bugging my family more than me, because they had to like basically jump over the floor to get to me, like if they wanted to like say goodnight or something like that. So yeah, I think it was probably bothering them more than me. But I got a new bookshelf. It's just like a small one that I can put my school books on. And what else did I get? A bedside table for a bed, and a desk and a desk chair, because if you saw my desk chair, you would understand like why I needed a new one, because it honestly looks like a mess, because there's a giant hole in it, and all the like foam, like sponge stuff is like coming out a bit, and yeah, it's just not nice. So yeah, I got a new desk chair, which I'm excited to build, because I've literally been building all my own furniture. Normally I get my dad to do it, because, well, before I was too young to actually build furniture, the last time I got new furniture. But I've been building all my new furniture myself, which I'm pretty pleased about, and none of it's actually been broken yet, like none of it's fallen apart, so hopefully I did an alright job at building it. And also I got a new desk, because my desk at the moment is kind of small. I guess it's like an average sized desk, but it was kind of a bit small for me, and I was going to buy my own anyway, but my mom insisted on getting me one, even though, like, I told her I really don't need one right now. So yeah, I'm like really happy with all of my stuff, and I'm really grateful for it. I don't know, I feel like I have to say that, because I feel like otherwise people are going to think I'm bragging. I just wanted to kind of share what I got, because honestly I don't know what to say. I don't have that many stories because my life is a little bit how do you say that word? Uneventful. I am getting tongue-tied. Uneventful. I think that's how you say it. Honestly, I can't even remember how to spell it in my head. But yeah, so it's been quite exciting, and I still have the desk and the desk chair to build, which is going to take me a while because I actually have to dismantle my desk at the moment because I don't actually know where it's going to go. Like, probably just somewhere in my room, maybe under the wardrobe I have. I don't know. But yeah, and I guess with this new furniture it means I'm not going to get as many Christmas presents, because this is basically my Christmas present, which I'm completely fine with that. Because my mum actually asked me, like, what do you want for Christmas? And I was just like, I really don't mind. Just, you don't have to get me anything. I'm okay with just food, because food is great. I love food. Honestly, if I could just have, like, a pile of chocolate for Christmas, that would be actually great, but at the same time I wouldn't really want that because, I do try and emphasis on the try to keep a little bit healthy, even though at the sight of chocolate I just basically down it. But yeah, so this is a little indoor garden type thing, greenhouse, I'm not sure what to call it. But I thought with these French windows it would kind of suit this house quite a bit, because the house itself is quite, I don't know, a bit vintagey, a bit... Is there like an era that this house is from? Maybe Georgian? No. I feel like this is kind of modern-ish. Maybe it's like an old house that's had quite a few renovations in the past. I think that makes the most sense. Yeah, I just added a load of tables, lots of plants. I actually think this room is quite pretty and I really like how it turned out. And the new downsizing objects tool is actually like the biggest lifesaver ever, because honestly it was so helpful in this build. I used it so many times. You can use it on rugs, on plants, on what else did I use it on? On some of even like some of the tables I used it on, because it was like some of the tables are a bit big, so like I downsized the bedside tables. I think the only problem with that is that when you downsize like tables and bedside tables, the items no longer fit on it like they would normally. Like they fit on them as if they're still the full-size objects, so they're like quite high up and stuff, which is probably the only issue I have with the downsizing objects tool, but you can't really complain about it because it is such a great tool. But yeah, and you'll see now that I realise that the objects are quite high up. But yeah, I can't remember what else I wanted to say. Apart from, did I actually mention that this is my 1-year YouTube anniversary? I don't think I did. If I did, I do apologise because my memory is literally terrible. But yeah, it is my 1-year YouTube anniversary. I am quite impressed at myself for having kept up this channel for so long, but I think it's easy to keep up something that you love doing. I know when I was a lot younger, like 3 years ago or something, maybe 4, I don't know, I can't remember what age I was, but I had another YouTube channel. Don't bother going to try and find one that looks like me, because I've removed all those videos now because they were actually the definition of cringe. But I had a few like beauty videos, and when I say beauty, I literally had like 5 different makeup products, so I'm not sure why I thought it was a good idea to start up a beauty channel. But I did things like my nail polish collection and what else did I do? My makeup collection, jewelry collection, shoe collection, yeah, all these collection videos. I did a outfit of the day video which was filmed in my bathroom, and I was way too overdressed for that. I was literally wearing like a blue party dress. Yeah, I definitely wear that on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, but that channel didn't last very long, I don't think. I think it lasted a couple of months. Actually, one of my videos, I think it reached like 5,000 views, which is pretty impressive. Actually, thinking of that, I haven't actually mentioned this, but one of my videos does have over 5,000 views, I think. It's either 4,000 or 5,000 views now, and it's the Zenview family apartment, and that's always like gaining quite a few views. I'm not sure why. I don't even think the thumbnail's that great, although maybe it is, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty cool, except I kind of like, whenever I see those, you know, my videos reaching a certain amount of views, especially the old ones, I'm kind of like, but couldn't you have reached that amount of views on like a newer video where it's not so like bad and terrible and cringy? But that's not really how it works, so I can't really complain. But yeah, I think my second biggest video is the base game sim, which I can understand why that's quite a big video, because all these type of challenges and tag videos always get quite a few views. And then I think also the custom content shopping, the CC shopping video, got quite a few views, which was pretty nice, because I was kind of like worried. I don't know, I was a bit unsure about that video, because honestly, who wants to see me talking for 40 minutes or however long the video was? But apparently quite a few people, except I'm pretty sure the average watch duration of that video was like 4 minutes or 3 minutes, so yeah, maybe some people got a bit bored of that voice, of my voice rather. But this is like a teenage girl's bedroom. That's what I had in mind for this, like a sophisticated teen girl, though like myself, just joking. I'm not that sophisticated really. I mean, I clearly stumble over my words and stuff, and I don't think I can't even say that word. I don't think a sophisticated person would do that. But yeah, I really like this bedroom. I've been kind of experimenting with sort of mixing and matching colours recently. I say recently, just in this build actually, because I've seen like StefoSims. She manages to make items that, you know, if you just saw in the catalogue, you wouldn't think, oh, that doesn't really look like it would work together, and then you place it down and it kind of does work. And I've been kind of trying to experiment with different items and stuff and seeing how they work together, and I think it does work quite well, like just sort of experimenting. It's a lot of fun, and I do like it a lot, because I actually want to do fine art for A-levels. I have to work on my portfolio, because even though I have like an art GCSE at the moment, it's like so much work, and apparently most colleges let you in with just a portfolio for art, so I'm going to try and work on that, and you know, hopefully I can do somewhat of a good job at it, but we'll have to see. This is a bathroom which I actually didn't have the screenshot for. I mean, I took the screenshot, but I had so many screenshots, it was literally like 6 minutes of screenshots, so that is not that interesting to watch, so I just removed a lot of them that weren't that important. So this bathroom being one of them, because it wasn't a great screenshot. But yeah, it's just a cute little bathroom. I'd actually really like a bathroom like this in real life. I think it's quite cute, and you know, you don't really need a huge bathroom unless you're planning on performing a dance choreography in there, you know, which I doubt you are. But this is another bedroom. I don't really know what this bedroom, like who would live in this bedroom. I was thinking maybe make it a bit more neutral, kind of like a guest bedroom or something similar like that. And I also did like a little desk section. And yeah, I actually really love the cats and dogs items. I've used pretty much like all of them. Well, not all of them, I don't think. I didn't actually place down any cat or dog beds in this build or anything pet related, which I don't know, I feel like that's a bit stupid for my first kind of cats and dogs video, even though cats and dogs is a bit old now, but yeah, I still kind of, I didn't want to do a cats and dogs build for this, like with cats and dogs, I just wanted to use the items, but I will do like a similar, I will do a build with the actual like cats and dogs items for like the pets and stuff. Maybe I'll do a farmhouse type build, because I was actually watching IVORY, which, like, now that I think about it, IVORY is kind of one of those YouTubers that because she uploads so frequently, sometimes I forget to actually click on her videos, but then once I do, like, I'm like, why don't I watch her more like frequently? Because I don't know, her builds are really nice to watch, and her like voiceovers are really good to listen to and stuff. So yeah, but she recently did a farmhouse build, I think like yesterday or something, and it was really pretty. Although being honest, like, I mostly listen to it, and then every so often I'll like look down and see what she's building, because I mainly like watch sort of YouTube videos while I'm building and stuff, because that I feel like is the best time to do it, because you know, you can just kind of listen, you know, all ears, and then kind of when I watch like a Netflix series or something, I'll always watch it and not kind of just listen to it, unless it's like Gossip Girl. I finished Gossip Girl ages ago now, but I usually just like listen to it while I was watching, because I think it was like season 4. Yeah, like season 3 or 4, it was kind of like a bit boring. I find this with like almost all series that I watch, is that it's always kind of the 4th season out of 6 or something that's always just sort of a bit rubbish, and then it sort of picks up after that season. Like, I'm watching The Vampire Diaries right now, and the season I'm watching right now isn't that great. I think I'm on season 4 actually, so yeah, that fits in with my theory quite well. But yeah, I'm just a bit bored with the season right now, but I'm sure it will pick up. I know, like, all these series always have kind of a down moment, and then it always gets a bit better. Ooh, just looking at the time, that was a weird sound, but I just realised that I've managed to speak through quite a bit of this without struggling too much. I think I had like one struggle, but that's fine. But yeah, I also downsized some of the lights, because I can't always use all the lights because some of them are too big. Like this what is the word? Dine out. How did I get down out? Okay, I'm getting tongue-tied. But from that pack, this down light, I couldn't actually really use that often, because it's way too big and it only fits into certain spaces, but actually downsizing it makes it look really nice, and I definitely like a light like that. Like at the moment I have, what are they called? I can just like literally look up, but the light is it's kind of like a paper lantern type light. I'm not sure what they're called, but that's my light at the moment. But literally the amount of times I like bang it, well, I don't think I bang it with my head, but the ceilings are quite short that I probably do. I just can't remember at the moment, but I'd quite like a modern light, because my bedroom is kind of just contemporary. It's not like old-fashioned or modern or anything. I mean, my curtains are definitely old-fashioned. They're literally like granny curtains, but I can't change those. Well, I mean, I probably could, but I just can't be bothered, so yeah. But this is a little child's bedroom. It can be a boy or girl, not really any preference there. And it's just quite cute, a bit neutral and stuff. And I don't know, I think at this point, this is kind of from the downstairs bathroom, that is where I started off building today, and then all of the build before that has been on and off throughout this month. I felt a bit guilty whenever I've been building The Sims, because I feel like I could have used that time for revision and stuff, even though when I'm not playing The Sims I'm not always revising anyway, so it's kind of a bit conflicting. I don't know, I can't remember the word for it. But yeah, so just adding a few little decorative items, and I actually think this is my favourite like child's bedroom I've built so far. I just think it's quite cute, and I'd probably like a bedroom like this if I were younger. Probably even now actually, you know, with minus the dollhouse, and I mean even the stuffed animals, you know. I don't even play with stuffed animals, but I mean they're fun, they're nice to cuddle. Well, I have like one stuffed animal from IKEA. It's like this white polar bear, and it's like really soft and stuff, and if I'm cold at night, you know, I'll pretty much just use it as insulation, because I need to get another duvet. I think I have one downstairs in the cupboard, but it's just getting so cold right now. I mean, apparently it was supposed to snow today, and it even said it was snowing on the weather forecast, but I did not see any snow. Well, I think if I squinted into the rain, I could see like bits of ice, you know, kind of falling slightly, but yeah, there was barely anything there. So I'm not sure what they're going on about with all this snow and stuff. I'm really jealous actually of everyone who's getting like these, I don't know how many inches of snow, but who's getting a good amount of snow that's actually settling. I know when I used to live in France, we'd get masses of snow during the winter, and it was really fun to play in. And in my house, my old house, we actually had our house was kind of on a hill, literally on the edge of like a hill, and then we had like this little mini patio area, and then right after the patio there's like this massive steep hill, and I remember it was basically our own private little toboggan hill in the winter, where we could just use little, what are they called, like toboggans, I guess. We had these little pink toboggans that we could just go down the hill in, and it was actually pretty fast down that hill and probably kind of dangerous, but you know, we were just children, we didn't understand the concept of danger. Although I know that literally at the end of that hill there was our neighbour's little vineyard type things. I think he had a vineyard, I can't remember honestly, but he had a couple vineyards and a bit of farmland there, and every time we went down the toboggan, sometimes like one of us would end up inside his vineyards, which I don't think he ever actually noticed because it was during winter and I'm sure he wasn't actually looking outside of the window, but yeah, it was quite fun. Just memories and stuff. I really actually want to go back to France. There was literally like my best memories were there, and you know, it had a great snow during winter. I remember the shopping centre and stuff. Although actually, you know, even though I really want to go back, like memories of a place are always a lot better, sort of, when you think about them than probably what was happening at the time, because I definitely feel like, you know, you always think of the best memories, and I mean sometimes you think of bad memories and stuff, like when I tried to hoover up this massive spider when I was literally about 8 years old, and I'm pretty sure it was a tarantula, and it was right next to my sister's head as she was sleeping, and then my mum came into her room and saw it, and kind of just told my sister, you know, come here, you know, trying not to make her panicked or anything, but she was just like, you know, come here slowly. And then I think my older sister actually looked and saw this massive tarantula, and I don't really know what happened after that because I was actually asleep for most of that, I think. And then I woke up to this massive commotion about this huge tarantula, and then my mum got out this hoover and started, and I volunteered to hoover it up, which was the dumbest idea ever because it's not going to kill the spider, so what is the point of hoovering it? I just remember literally standing there with a hoover on, pointed at the spider, shaking like a mad person, because like who in their right mind volunteers to hoover up a tarantula? Like, actually, I don't know who, but apparently me. But yeah, that's just like a memory from France. Not actually the best memory, but like I said, you know, you don't always remember the best memories. Sometimes they're kind of bad. And after that, I hated spiders, because before I used to like, I think I, like, whenever there was a spider in the house, I would just like kind of pick it up and put it outside with my hands. And then right after that tarantula, I never remember doing that again. For the right reason, I guess, for that huge tarantula that scared the living daylight out of me. But yeah, so I think we're almost coming up to the end. I think we have like a minute or something, so I'll just keep talking. And right after I say that, I have no words to say, so yeah, just doing a bit of landscaping. I actually kind of made this garden not very manicured, even though the house looks quite manicured. I did a little overgrown pond. Actually, at my old house in France, we had like this little pond at the bottom of a garden to the side of our house, and that pond looked like hell, and I don't think anyone actually ever tried to clean it out or something because it was just so dirty and disgusting. But yeah, that just reminded me of that. So I guess that pond looks like that. I don't know what I'm saying, honestly. I think after talking for half an hour, you begin to slur your words and forget to make proper sentences. But anyway, these are the screenshots, just a bunch of pictures of the house. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully this voiceover wasn't too terrible because it is my first voiceover back. But I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give this a big thumbs up and also subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!